So, hope you enjoyed that little intro there, trying to be a cinematic boy. But anyway, you guys, it is 8 days out from show number 2. Going to be taking you guys through a full day of eating. I wonder if this is even picking my voice up that much. Maybe I go up here. Anyway, nope, I'm not doing that. That's annoying. I'm just going to speak like this. Anyway, so full day of eating today, 8 days out. We are pushing a fat refeed today. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I'm eating for this refeed today. We woke up pretty damn flat yesterday. Well, for the majority of the week, we've been waking up flat. Woke up flat again today, 2:35 right now. I've had prep lows for the past week, ever since the first show getting off stage. So right now, yesterday was 234.6, 235 this morning. Feel like I'd be in the low 234s just because I still got to go to the bathroom again. On stage last week, I was like 238, 239-ish after all the food in me, after indulging in some good food after the show. I got back here to Milwaukee and I was 242, and then weight started freaking plummeting. We only made like minor diet changes. We brought my food down just a little bit, kept my cardio the same, just reintroduced more activity. Yeah, things are really clicking right now. So I had a rest day yesterday on my baseline diet, so that really helped just get my body just de-stressed, dropping some inflammation and fatigue. Still had high steps yesterday, got in like 13,000 steps. A super easy way that I've been finding to get steps in throughout the day on prep is literally mowing my lawn. I haven't mowed it in about a week and a half, and we had a lot of rain here in Milwaukee. The grass grew like crazy, but mowing my lawn and weed whacking, I got like 4,500 steps in just by doing that. And I enjoy doing that stuff too. Get outside, put my headphones on, put a podcast on, get out in the sun. It just really helps. Today, we are eating a lot of food. This morning in the intro, you saw me do my little morning concoction with my greens drink here in my HOSSTILE shaker. So in here, I'll put my coffee, my greens, my fiber, my GI powder, and then I'll put some aloe vera juice in here as well, apple cider vinegar. You don't even taste apple cider vinegar with the coffee. And I'll put my sweetener in here as well. That's it. So we're not really adding any other dietary sodium to my meals right now. Like, I'm not adding any sauces because we're using all the sodium that we're adding is being added through using salt packets. That's just a super easy way that we're be able to keep my sodium super consistent. My water right now is the same exact thing every single day as well, except today, since my food is so high, we brought my water down just a little bit to just limit water retention. Got my coffee in here. Always start my day off with some good coffee. And then you saw me mix my Silo 9. So I'll do a scoop and a half of Silo 9, and then I'll put in 10 to 15 grams of glutamine as well, just to always start my morning that way, starting it off hydrated with EAAs, but also the hydration formula in there as well. I'm going to get going on making meal 1. I'm going to show you guys what meal 1 is. Yeah, I mean, today's just going to be, I'm showing you guys what I'm eating 8 days out. It's a lot of food. So I am going to be, even though I'm supposed to be limiting the amount of activity I'm doing today besides training, I'm supposed to only get in like 6,000 steps today. Probably not going to happen because I need to move to get this food digested well and properly. So without further ado, I will see you guys at meal number 1. Oh, the joys of being a bodybuilder and taking your health seriously and taking health sauce. Oh yeah, baby. So meal 1 is done. I made the mistake of not preparing enough rice for this meal. And I also made the mistake of letting my asparagus go bad in the fridge. So I didn't have time to walk to the store because the store's, I mean, a half mile away. I'm not just going to drive there, especially too when I could just get steps in. I had to replace the carb source in this meal with cream of rice instead of rice. So I matched the macros 100% exactly. So we have my cream of rice here, and then we have my chicken here, and then we're going to be putting blueberries in my cream of rice, and then I'm adding butter to my chicken as well. Yeah, note to self, make sure you have enough rice prepared and your asparagus doesn't go bad, because the last thing I want to do is try to air fry asparagus when it's stinky to try to force it down. Yeah, I don't want to have gut issues on peak week. This meal, the calories are as follows. So if I would have had my rice and my asparagus prepared, it would be 600 grams of rice, 100 grams of asparagus, 25 grams of Kerrygold grass-fed butter, 105 grams of chicken. I have the 105 grams of chicken here. My volume of my protein intake today is a little bit lower, but also my protein in general is lower just because I'm eating so much food. And the reason that another reason that I didn't go to the store to grab more asparagus and have time to make rice is, I mean, I have time to make rice, but it's going to be pushing my meals back even further. Since it is 7:45 right now, I'm supposed to be eating this meal at 8 o'clock. Is that because I got to make sure my meals are spaced out in a good way so I'm not cramming things at the end of the night. Macros for this meal are as follows. We have 52 grams of protein, 173 grams of carbs, 25 grams of fat. I'm going to be adding 4 salt packets to this meal. That is going to be it. That is meal number 1 of the day. Eating this at 8 o'clock a.m. and then eating meal 2 around 11 a.m. around noon. I'm going to down this meal, get some client work done, probably do some work around the house here, pack for my trip on Sunday, and see you guys at meal numero dose. Meal 2 is as follows. We have 500 grams of jasmine rice, 112 grams of 93.7 turkey, 16 grams of Maranatha almond butter, and then 100 grams of banana. 4 salt packets on this, and then I also added some sodium-free steak seasoning on top of that as well. As you can see, looks pretty damn bland, but you know, it is what it is. It's bodybuilding. You know, it's like I'm fine with it. Honestly, the more bland my food gets, I start craving way less stuff. The least amount of cravings that I have on prep are always from like 3 weeks out until the show, just because that's when my palate is just like, I'm not adding any extra sauces, no sugar-free syrups, nothing like that. It's just from sodium and the food I'm eating. So macros for this meal, this is my pre-workout meal. We have 45 grams of protein, 167 grams of carbs, 20 grams of fat. I'm gonna smash a nasty ass back workout today. Probably train in the next hour and a half after all this food has been digested. So meal 2 going down. Stick with me for this full day of eating. Alrighty, here we go. Whopping post-workout meal for you guys. This big old plate of food. Hopefully lighting in here is fine. I might have to grab a light later. But anyway, so we have 600 grams of jasmine rice, 105 grams of chicken, and then 100 grams of asparagus, and then 20 grams of coconut oil. 4 salt packets on here for a whopping total of the post-workout macros: 52 grams of protein, 173 grams of carbs, 25 grams of fat. Gonna down this meal, put on some sodium-free seasonings on this as well, no extra added sauces, and get to devouring this. See you guys at meal number 4. Okay, friends, fellow viewers, YouTube subscribers, raving fans, bodybuilders, fitness enthusiasts of the like. I don't know what else to say. I'm just talking because I'm bored and waiting for my zucchini. But anyway, you guys, this is meal 4. We have 600 grams of rice, 112 grams of 93.7 beef. I had beef earlier as well too, but I said turkey. I caught that when I was editing. All right, and then 100 grams of good old zucchini in there. And then once I heat this up, put it in the microwave, I am going to put my, 16 grams of almond butter right on top of this old girl, and then I'll see you guys at meal number 5. Aha, there I am. Man, it's so weird to be freaking trying to vlog like this, but yeah, I don't know how I like that. I keep looking at myself in the screen here on the camera. Not a fan. Anyway, you guys, macros for meal number 4 are as follows. We have 50 grams of protein, 168, let's just say 170 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of fat, 4 salt packets on this old girl. And I'm gonna smash this meal. This is gonna be a lot of volume in my stomach, so I'm definitely gonna go on like a 10-15 minute walk outside. But look at that, it's dark outside. Oh no, it's dark. It might be a little cold out too. No, I still get outside and go on a walk. Last night I went on a walk at like fucking 11:30, just get food moving right before bed. Easy. Meal number 4, big old meal going down. See you guys at meal number 5. Oh, no, this is going to wrap it up for the full day of eating on this massive refeed day, 8 days out. Guys, I am freaking stuffed. I don't know. It's going to take me like 30 minutes to get this meal down. 600 grams of rice, 105 grams of chicken, 100 grams of asparagus, and then 20 grams of Kerrygold butter. This shit tastes amazing. I just put this right in the middle, right on top. Okay, let it soak up a little bit, let it sink in, let it melt, and then I always finish the middle last just because it has the most flavor. Now, it's pretty wild because I'm lactose intolerant, and ice cream fucks me up, dairy, pretty much all dairy fucks me up unless it's like lactose removed. The lactose has been removed. Whey doesn't fuck me up at all just because majority of whey isolates, the lactose is removed. This Kerrygold butter gives me 0 issues. I don't know what it is. I'm probably just gonna chalk it up to it being organic because I'm gonna hop on that fad. I'm gonna be, a fitness influencer. I'm gonna hop on the organic butter, organic foods fad, and the grass-fed cows fad. So, all seriousness though, I'm really surprised this shit does not give me any gut issues, and every other dairy product does pretty much. And I love ice cream. Oh my god. Macros for this meal are as follows: 52 protein, 173 carb, 21.5 fat. Today's totals: 255 protein, 855 carb, 115 grams of fat. Man, I'm gonna wake up full as a house tomorrow, and it's gonna feel so good to be back on my baseline diet, just having my stomach being a lot smaller and me not farting like every hour. But anyway, you guys, that is it for this full day of eating video. I am going to be filming throughout peak week. I'm gonna be down in Chattanooga, getting as much content as I can for you guys down there, but also while staying on plan mentally, physically, and keeping my head in a good space going into this next peak week. I'm already way less nervous than I was for my first show this last week, and I'm just really excited to get back on stage and bring even more improvements. So we've been pushing pretty good. Really excited to get back. I'm doing cardio tomorrow. That is not sarcasm. I actually really enjoy starting my day off with cardio. But other than that, you guys, I'm going to be running you guys through another full day of eating when I move back to my baseline diet and show you guys what my lower days are. I don't even do high and low days. It's all, we all play by ear and how my body responds, which is how it should happen. That's how I coach as well. Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, I had it was 2 weeks out from the first show, 2 or 3 weeks out from the first show. I had 6 days in a row of refeeds, and we kept increasing my food each of the days because my body was just responding so well to it. So yeah, for this next show, we're pushing a lot more hardness, a lot more detail, and a little bit less fullness. So I'm really excited for that. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next video, whether that is going to be a workout video or a full day of eating. Appreciate you guys, and hope you guys learned something, gave you some insight of what I'm eating going into this next show. We ain't stopping until we accomplish what it is we set out to achieve, and that's going pro. It's going to happen this year, and I'm all for it. I love this shit.